Ladies and gentlemen, we don't walk away, for this is a Fred Dalian Productions podcast.
No, we run.
I'm walking away from the trouble in the sky. I'm walking away.
Cue the music.
Cueing music. Now.
I don't know what we're yelling about! We came, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Finished. I'm in the dark. Are you telling me you built a time machine? What, a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it some style?
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
Look, we're gonna have company! Loud noises!
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm a Kendall Richardson.
I'm a Fulya and
And I'm a man that almost forgot to put in the plugs on the Facebook and the Blue Sky. I'm Michael Lister.
Yeah, gotta get those plugs in for you, because you are now experiencing a podcast called Fred, and
Yeah.
You can't speak words.
The speaking of the words, experiencing it.
Yes.
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 I'm just speaking, and I'm about to speak for the next 2.5.
Oh, are you?
3 hours. Hi everyone, welcome to another show. Thanks for bearing with us on a Monday instead of a Sunday. But you know, we proceed, rain, hail, or shine, where we can. But let's kick it off with our weekly watchings. What have you got for us, Fulya?
Wow. One Piece update. I am up to episode 365. Still a thriller bark, but
Yeah.
we have finally bested the ghosty girl.
Oh, with
Yep.
that guy.
With the giant hammer.
Yes.
Yes, foreshadowing.
I just love
Trying not to spoil it either.
Yeah, I just love the superpower of that counteracts her superpower. Is he's already
Negative.
a depressed, negative character. I thought, yes, you go, you good thing.
It's not going to work on me. I am already negative.
You cannot depress me. I'm depressed already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what a power to have.
And also a bit sad.
I know. It's like so. I feel so bad for him.
It's like, oh.
It's like,
shit
yay,
that
it
you went
works,
through.
but oh, you shouldn't feel that way about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hold. That stupid laugh. Oh my god. Not just her either. The other two. Friggin'
And the guy that you were thinking of last week was Foxy.
Yes. But these guys take the cake. He was at least tolerable. These guys, hate it. Foss. Too much. It's too much of the stupid laughs, honestly. I can't. But aside from One Piece, I have watched a movie and started a new anime. So I'll start with the movie. This is a movie going back about 11 years. I don't remember watching it. I probably have watched it, but I've completely forgotten if I have. But now that I have noted it into my letterbox, I will know that I have watched it because I have reviewed it. And it is, for the movie, Pan.
Oh, I saw this at
Yes.
the cinemas when it came
You
out.
did?
I
Did you?
I did. Yes, yes, yes.
Did you enjoy
I
it?
didn't see it at the cinemas, but I saw it panned.
Tush. I liked Hugh Jackman in it. I thought he was a lot of fun. And I liked Garrett Hedlund as a young Captain Hook. But that's about all I remember from the movie.
Okay.
I just remember
Hook?
yeah.
Hook is a bit of a looker. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's why
Very nice.
he left a mark on me.
Yeah.
I remember him still. He's a dreamy guy. Anyway, that's all I remember. I don't remember. I didn't love the film. I will say I don't remember having a desire to watch it again. And I don't know. The pacing I think was bad. And
Yeah.
I like the kid that played Peter Pan though. He was really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But tell us
Levi
what you
Miller.
thought. Yeah, Levi Miller. Tell us what you thought.
Yeah.
Fulya. I want to know if you liked it.
I enjoyed it for what it was, being that it was a prequel to the Peter Pan story that we all know and love, that we all grew up on, and like I didn't mind it. It was all right. I think what kind of took away from enjoying it even more is probably the CG wasn't that great.
Oh, yeah.
Like there were points where it would like you could tell just looking at the person, just the outline is not the greatest. And then and we all love Hugh Jackman here. I love Hugh Jackman as well, but I think my issue with him in this particular role is that he wasn't scary enough as a pirate.
Okay.
He didn't have that menacing kind of feeling of, I guess I'm watching it as an adult, so maybe that's probably something that's kind of holding it back. But if I was a kid watching this and I saw Blackbeard, yeah, maybe I would have been freaked out a little bit. But I feel like I would have been. I'd be more scared of Hook than I am of Blackbeard, to be honest. Of Captain Hook. So, and it was interesting to sort of see that Hook was more of a good guy than a bad guy kind of situation, right? So it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I was just always anticipating something bad to happen, that he was going to turn on Peter at some point. It just never came to be. He was more like the sidekick to Peter, I guess, helping him out and all that sort of stuff. And then we have Tiger Lily. And I heard about the backlash towards the actor playing the character, which, to be honest, I didn't have, like, it wasn't, it didn't really deter me from liking it. But the thing is,
yes,
I guess in the context of the story and that character, I don't know if it worked that well, to be honest, to have, I'm just going to say it, to have a white actor play, an
indigenous Native American
absolutely
character.
exactly.
That was, this was definitely during that time when, like, we were transitioning from it being, and I'm doing air quotes here, okay for this thing, to people starting to go, oh, hold the fuck up, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Because not long after this was the whole Ghosts in the Shell thing with Scarlett Johansson as well, and all of that. I think they literally just cast Rooney Mara because she was the actress of the moment at that time. Like, she was kind of the Hollywood it girl. Like, she'd done Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the American version, and that was pretty successful. And then she'd done a few other Oscar things, like she was in The Social Network as well. And she looks amazing. Like, they do a really good job of, like, with the costuming and the makeup in this film. And she has a very striking face and presence, but that doesn't mean you cast her in this role, right? that's not what it should be about. You know, and I know it's a fantasy story and everything, and that's what people probably said back then. It's like, it's not real. It's not based in reality. I'm like, yeah, but you got to have representation, right?
And here's the thing. I think the studio thought of that and they overcorrected. So it's like, oh, they're not Native American. There's some other thing. But first of all, that's silly because, as you said, needs representation. And also, you can change it to fit the time. I mean, we're not doing Disney basically red face again. So you can turn something that was horrible, you know, stereotypical, and turn it into something else. Like Lovecraft Country, for instance. They changed it, but not changed it, if you know what I mean. It's still that sort of representation, except they skew it to something a bit more presentable. So you can sort of do it. It's just don't do the you know, atypical. And I'm not going to do it here because the color of my skin.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it for what it was. I feel like the story itself was okay. Like, it wasn't great and oh my gosh, this is fantastical and all that sort of stuff. But it sort of came across the way that it needed to, in terms of a story that was a prequel to Peter Pan. So I kind of get where they were coming from and how this all kind of came to be and where the flying pirate ships came from and all that sort of stuff. So that was still quite, you know, fun to watch and to see, you know, Hugh Jackman just have so much fun. And not to mention the fact that just unrecognizable in his costuming, in his makeup, being supposed to be a bold, youthful pirate that constantly has a wig on, but is always being this wig being removed, either intentionally or unintentionally. So there was that. So but also the fact that he's called Blackbeard, and when you think Blackbeard, you don't really think about when you think of a pirate by the name of Blackbeard, you think bushy beard, long, you know, but he's just got this really sort of very scrawny kind of mustache with a goatee kind of a thing happening. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
He did look a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's because it's Hugh Jackman and maybe they were trying to go for something like completely opposite to how he looks like, because he's, you know, this charming, good-looking leading man, and you know, he's not known for playing villains. So they're like, oh, let's ultra-villainify him and give him a twirly mustache and paint his skin white so he's all pasty and blech. And yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like, why does Blackbeard just have a little goatee? Like, what's that choice? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't find him so menacing. I felt that he was more of all right, yeah, you can see sort of the villain look that they were going for, but I don't know that it worked for me specifically. But his performance was still great. Like, I love the way that he played the role, so that was still good. But yeah, I'm like, other than that, like, it was an okay film, I guess.
Good.
Yeah. But okay, now I remembered, and it's in my Letterboxd review. So
there we go. It's marked on your permanent record, Fulya, that you watched.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great.
All right. Well, the one other thing that I want to talk about is an anime that I started, and this is a sports anime by the name of The Gymnastics Samurai, and essentially it's about a single dad who has been an Olympic champion. Well, I say champion. He's won like silver and bronze in previous Olympics in gymnastics, but he's injured his shoulder and he's getting to a point in his age where he's quote unquote too old to be competing now. He's in his like early 30s. He's got a young under 10-year-old daughter. And he really needs to kind of look out for her and the fact that they had lost the wife / mother not too long ago. So he's kind of going through the paces of being a single dad, just like so suddenly. And I can appreciate how that might have been very difficult for this character to go through, and especially while he's still a competing athlete. But it's actually quite fun. It's a little bit of a slice of life kind of a thing. The daughter is really cute. She's very mature for her age because she's cooking for her dad. By the time he gets home from training and from competitions, there's already food ready on the table for him. And that's all, thanks to his young daughter. One day they decide that they go on a trip out to this ninja park because the daughter loves ninjas. She watches, ninja movies and shows. So they're like, the dad, treated her to a little sort of like maybe like a weekend away in this sort of park where they had ninjas and stuff. And they come across this one ninja that's apparently a fugitive, not a local Japanese person, ends up following them home. and ends up living with them.
Like a stray?
Yeah, a stray ninja. But this ninja is actually running away from the agency, from the government.
Yeah.
That's why he's a fugitive ninja.
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
But the daughter has kind of loved the idea of having this ninja. It's almost like, she calls when she finds out the ninjas in their house, calls her dad, be like, "There's a ninja in the house. Can we keep him?" Almost like a cat or a dog or something. He's a really sweet person, to be honest. Like, he's there. He's just trying to, bring a lot of light and humor into their lives, I guess. So he is like the comic relief in the show. But yeah, it's a really cool story. I'm enjoying it so far. It's available on Crunchyroll right now if you want to watch it. But yeah, the gymnastics samurai. It's really good. I will keep you updated once I've finished it. I don't think there's many. There's only 11 episodes, so yeah, and I feel like I'm maybe just a little almost at the halfway point. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's sounds like a really interesting find for you. Very cool.
Yeah, I like sports anime. So the ones that I've come across in the past, they've been really great. And so I'm always happy to see if I can find some other ones that I enjoy.
Yeah, nice. I love that. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Mike, what have you been watching recently?
Well, a bit of a short one for me because there's only two things I'm going to mention. And one is, of course, One Piece. I'm a little bit of ahead than Fulya. 516.
Only a little. Wow. Okay, then.
So I'm officially up to the bit that's called the time skip.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's everything has ramped up to this particular point, and it feels like this definitely was a sort of go back to basic sort of. There's definitely a feel of a change in the sort of place that these characters are. Not to spoil it, because I can't spoil it to anyone here because they're not up to the bit. So our characters, yeah. So there's going to be a time skip, and yeah, and they'll go from here. And I myself decided to do something. I decided to change it up a bit, and I've converted from dub to sub because it just felt right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it just felt right just to start because I started watching it on the dub because I was watching it. There's a website called One Phase, which some fans actually decided, you know, we'll try and like get rid of the in and out bits, the sort of reoccurring bits, and they sort of shrank it. It's sort of an abridged version of One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can watch it either sub or dub, and I went dub, and yeah, I might actually go back to it because One Piece comes back tomorrow. I can't wait, and yeah, I want to rewatch. I want to rewatch it while watching the live action, just so I can have a feel of what they put in, what they put out, and all that. So yeah, I'm up to that bit in the One Piece, and that's one side of the Venn diagram. To the other Venn diagram, the pit. The pit, episode 9.
Yeah.
It's getting really hectic, and
Yep.
my heart is aching. The just where these characters are going. I'm nervous for everyone. Santo is worrying me. Robbie is really worrying me.
Oh, dude. Don't
You can
even.
sort of see them like breaking down. Even Javed as well. It's
Yeah.
and just one little one thing happens, and then domino effect, and you get your ass chewed out for it. It's like, whoa,
Yeah,
okay, we need
that was
to
insane.
calm down. It's just going to get worse from here, as well as the climax at the end of a collapse of the
Yep.
water station. So it's like,
Yep.
oh, they're going to come here.
Goody.
Oh, goody. So
Oh, goody. Fucking
it's
hell.
exciting, dreadful to watch, but I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. One of the biggest takes is Robbie. I don't like what they're setting up, especially with him saying to Whittaker, "Hey, you can house sit," and then and just have a little, just one sentence at the end is like, "And if I don't come back, you can keep it." Sorry.
the
Sorry,
way
what is this?
the life left Whittaker's face when he said that, like, oh my god, fucking Jesus.
And then the scene between Robbie and Abbott as well.
Oh.
Just an aside, if it gets too dark, call me. Mm.
And he's just standing there laughing nervously. And I'm
So,
just,
we're men.
Oh.
We're men. We men. Men.
fuck
Man.
me, man.
We're men.
Yeah.
And also, what's his name? Guy who plays Abbott. That guy.
Yeah, Sean Hatosi. Yeah.
Sean Hatosi. He actually directed this episode.
Yes, he did.
I was like, wow. Give yourself the good scene. Anyway. But all in all, loved it. Loved it very dearly. And that's basically it. It was just mostly One
Cool.
Piece and the pit, just to top it all off. What about you, Kendall? How's your mental gymnastics?
It's okay, I guess. Yeah, well, you know, it's really funny because all I have to mention is that I watched nothing but medical shows this last week. I'm like, I've just fallen into this medical show kick for some reason. So yeah, I guess I'll just, continue on from what you were saying about the pit. Yeah, it was really, really, really good. It's just like you said, it's just amping up. It's ready to go. And now that we have a water slide collapse at a water park, to just go, oh goody, this is our like mass shooting, this is our mass trauma event for the season potentially. I don't know. There's going to be a few people obviously coming in to the ER to get assessed, and a lot of them are going to be pretty badly injured. How good, must I say, speaking of injuries, how good did the fake, like the CGI on that kid's hand look with the missing fingers?
I thought it was animatronic.
His hand. Well, it looked, I think it was CG, to be honest. The way I could see, like the way it looked when it was moving and stuff, I don't know, it looked like it was a computer generated effect. But maybe you're right, and maybe I'm just so used to
I thought it was a puppet.
That shit now. You thought it was a puppet. Well, that's how good it was, because, yeah, I have no notes. I thought it was great and horrific. And it's like the one difference I'm noticing between ER and the Pit is the fact that the Pit is on HBO and they can show stuff like that. Because ER doesn't have any. ER has blood and shows you small cuts and stuff, but it doesn't show you cutting people open and terrible trauma injuries or anything like that. So I love comparing the two shows. It's a lot of fun. But yes, I'm excited for it's going, and I'm scared for Robbie more than anything, and I just kind of wish Abbott was sticking around to keep an eye on him, but he's leaving to go home so he can rest before he comes back for his shift, and I'm just like not okay with that.
In 3 hours or so.
So we'll see him for like the last couple episodes. And then like I hate, like, okay, I don't like Garcia because she's way too harsh sometimes, and really just, I know she's just doing her job, but like she was so harsh with Javadi, just screaming like, you fucked up Nepo baby, like, oh Jesus. Like, that was, because she was, it wasn't entirely her fault. Like, yes, it was partly her fault that her patient nearly died, but like, if the computers hadn't gone down and all this, and if things were operating correctly, it wouldn't have happened. But I guess it just shows the importance of being on your game,
being on your toes.
But I do like the fact that that there's something developing between Santos and Garcia, and I'm like, yes, please give me lesbian drama. Yes, make it happen.
Or the breakdown.
Well, yes, Santos is definitely heading towards something, because she's not having a good time this season so far. But yeah, and I like her character more now than I did in season one. In season one, I just thought she was so annoying, being so like sort of a bully to the other newbies, even though she was one herself. But then, you get to know her, and you're like, she kind of does this name calling thing to kind of break the ice, and like, kind of not to be, she's not trying to be mean. It's just a defense mechanism that she just goes to. And I think now this season they're showing a different side of her and stuff, and they're really breaking her down. Also, I'm worried about Mel, because her sister comes in with a stomach ache, and then and it was really sweet seeing Langdon with her, like the sister. Like, that was really a really lovely thing, and I'm glad Robbie saw it, because you see him watching them through the window, and then hearing that he's doing a good job is really nice.
Yeah, and with Langdon, this was definitely a good a character progression of what he did in season one, where he was learning it from Mel, of turning the lights down, and it's like, you're in safe hands. It's like, oh, he learned from the best, so Mel can be reassured.
Yeah, I really like that this show is doing that. Like, it's calling back to things that we see. It's not like, because there's been a few other things where we see that character growth with these little callbacks to the first season and stuff. But another great episode. Can't wait for this week. It's going to be great. ER, I'm continuing on. I'm fully invested to the point where I'm yelling at the TV saying, no, you need to fucking get rid of her. Like, and so Anthony Edwards' character is the main character in the show. Dr. Green, he has this wife who has gotten a job as a lawyer, but the show is set in Chicago, and she has to go to Milwaukee for a job. So they're long distancing this marriage thing. And he takes a sick day for her because it's the first time they've seen each other in like 3 weeks, and like they spend all day in bed together and it's super romantic. And even though Dr. Green feels guilty because, like, you know, he's left George Clooney in charge of the paperwork, and that becomes like a running joke in the episode, which is funny. And then he keeps trying to call Dr. Green to be like, you need to come down here, and he's like, no, I'm going to stay in bed with my wife. And then as soon as her boss rings, she drops him and starts doing her work over the phone. And I was like, boy, you need to leave her. You need to get rid of her immediately. She doesn't give a shit. Like he's actually saving lives, for fuck's sake, you know? Anyway, so I'm like in on ER, like big time. It's great. There is definitely more soap opera drama in this show than there is in Pit.
Melodrama.
Like, melodrama. It's still really good though. Like there's still, you know, like lots of really fascinating, you know, medical cases in ER. There's so many different plot lines that they're repeating in the Pit, that they've taken from ER. Like for example, I watched an episode where a woman comes in who's been sexually assaulted, and they do the rape kit and they do that whole thing, and we just saw that in the Pit. So and there's been a couple other instances of things like that as well. So they're really kind of, you know, they're rehashing stories for the new generation as a way to say, like, this is still happening, and we still need to do this. And the same thing happened. The chick left and she walked out, but then, spoilers for the Pit, she comes back, but in ER she doesn't come back. So it's a bit darker in the ER version. But it was still really, really interesting. So yeah, I'm really enjoying watching that show. But then the third and final medical show that I watched this week was, of course, the return of Scrubs. Or is there, some of the people are calling it season 11? No. Season 10. Season 10. Some people are calling it season 10 because even
Please
though we don't, I know, I don't support this, but I can see why people would call it that because it's really good. It doesn't feel like they're doing like a nostalgia thing. It really just feels like they've just taken some time off and they've come back and they're back in the show. They're just back into it. And you know, albeit there's some differences with, like, you know, JD's role is a lot different now. You know, he left Sacred Heart and now he's come back for reasons I will not reveal. You know, there's appearances from Dr. Cox and of course Turk is there and Elliot as well. So it's really cool to see them all interacting again and seeing what's changed and what hasn't, and the fact that, like, obviously we know Bill Lawrence still has it as a TV creator because of his work on Shrinking and Ted Lasso, but like Scrubs immediately out the gate is still bringing back that comedy mixed with the drama, like mixed with the emotion. Like they don't ignore or they don't like send up any of the personal issues at the expense of the character. Like for example, Turk he's still a surgeon and he's still going through it, but he's worn the fuck out, and he gets this scene where he gets to talk about how burnt out he is, and it's not done for a joke, it's not done for a laugh, it's done to show, oh shit, so much time has passed and he's not the same anymore. You know, none of them are the same as what they were, you know, 10 plus years ago. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm really surprised. I didn't have any expectations really on what it was going to be like because, you know, the original show is so good they don't really need to continue it, but here we are, and apparently a lot of people are watching it and people are liking it. It was one of the highest streamed things on Hulu in America last week. They had like 11 million viewers or some shit. So it's, yeah, we're probably going to get more of Scrubs. So I'm, you know, in the world today, I don't think that's a bad thing to have more of this, especially when it's this good. So I recommend you guys, if you've seen the original at all, or if you're curious, definitely check it out because I was pleasantly surprised. So
I'll put it on my list.
Do it.
In front of Firefly.
Okay. Which might be about to be bumped up to your number one spot based on...
Oh, really?
based on what Nathan Fillion's been doing on social media.
I've noticed that too.
That's got everybody
Doing
in
a
a
podcast.
tizzy. They're already doing a podcast. I don't.
They're
think
doing another one.
It's not another. If it's another podcast, I'll be pissed.
another
Like there's so much anticipation. Anyway, gold leader. That's the weekly watchings. Well, let's get into the week that was in the nerdy news.
This is the news in nerdy news. The nerds that talk about the nerdy news. That is us who talk about the news that is nerdy. And now the queen of nerdydom, the hostess with mostess, Kendall Richardson. Take it away, Kendall.
Okay, so we're going to kick things off this week with a couple of cool Game of Thrones related news items. The first one being, yes, Mike has got his Targaryen hat on again for topicalness.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Yeah. Nice. Yes, so the first bit of news is to say that there is a Game of Thrones movie in development. This is not really a surprise. I think they've been trying to maybe get a movie done. I think it's been rumored for a while. So here we are. Our first bit of news regarding it. Interesting timing as well with the acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery by Paramount. Skydance that we talked about last week. Obviously, Game of Thrones falls under that new ownership of Paramount. And a lot of projects can kind of be made or broken in deals like that. So who knows if it'll even happen. But I think the word is pretty confident. I am excited for this because more Westeros is always a good thing. Especially when you have someone like the very talented Beau Willimon writing the screenplay. So he's most known for creating the Netflix version of House of Cards, which was, despite the elephant in the room there, fantastic political drama. But more nerdy related content, Beau Willimon worked on Andor and was one of the key writers on that show. So that gives you a taste of his sort of palette of talent, I guess. Political intrigue is what he does best. And, you know, that kind of fits a lot of the aspects of what George R.R. Martin's brought to the fore with Game of Thrones and his books and everything. The rumor is the story will revolve around Aegon I, also known as Aegon the Conqueror and Aegon the Dragon. He was the first Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and King on the Iron Throne, founding the ruling Targaryen dynasty of Westeros. That is the heart of the universe in the books. So it's set about 300 years before Game of Thrones, the TV series. So they've got a lot of history to dive into. Obviously, this stuff has been mentioned, I think, in a lot of the books and a lot of the lore and stuff, and probably in the shows as well. But Mike and I really loved Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and we enjoy House of the Dragon, and I would love more of this history of this world. It's a really great and rich fantasy world, and I don't know. I'm really fascinated by it all. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really good, and on the big screen, like Game of Thrones on the big screen, and it's going to be set during a time of dragons, so we get to see dragons on the big screen as well. It's going to look amazing. So I'm looking forward to this. We don't really have a release date or a release window for this at this time. We probably won't know for a couple of years, to be honest. But yeah, something to look forward to. What do you make of this, Fulya? Is this going to be your window back in to Westeros? What do you say?
It's the most prequel of prequels.
It is.
So no spoilers.
I don't know if this will be the window back into the franchise, but I guess I'm still kind of intrigued in a film, I suppose, because it is a bit more short-lived. You just go in, sit down for a couple of hours, and then it's done. Whereas committing time to a series that could be ongoing for who knows how long sometimes does sort of deter me from watching certain shows. But I might check this out, to be honest. It sounds like it'll be really interesting. I guess I won't need any kind of context from all of the shows, like the prequel shows that have been happening. So I think I'm safe in that regard if I really wanted to do, like, if I really wanted to go back into that world. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. Maybe I think a trailer will probably determine my want to actually watch it for sure, just to see what it looks like, how the story is going to be told, and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, cool. That is good. I'm glad you're open to checking it out, at least. Very nice, very nice. Mike, what do you make of this news? Do you think this is going to be a good thing for the franchise, or what's your take on it?
I think it'd be good for the franchise. Name recognition is also good, and it's a self-contained story, so you don't need much. You don't need extra credit, extra reading for this. So, and you get to learn. And for people who just watched Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, you get to learn why egg is called egg.
Yes.
Why is egg egg?
Why is egg egg?
Who's the first egg? This is the first egg. Here's a movie.
The first egg. Here's a movie about him. Yes.
So yeah, I'm more than happy to watch this. Yeah, as Fulya said, self-contained story, and I can watch it. And I like dragons. So where's this coming out, Fulya? Sorry, Kendall. That joke didn't work. Anyway. Yes, I'm asking you.
Yes, no release date. Yes, we will have to wait. But it will no doubt be worth it. But until then, we have more Game of Thrones stuff to watch and discuss. And that brings us to our next item in the news, because they are in the middle of, I think, just beginning filming on the second season of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And they've announced some new players in the cast for season 2, because this is going to be adapting the second novella called The Sworn Sword. And we have some characters joining, some actors joining. We've got Lucy Boynton, who's most known for her role in Bohemian Rhapsody. She was also in Murder on the Orient Express. She's going to be playing a character called Lady Rohan Weber. And in the story, she's believed to be an old witch responsible for the deaths of her 4 husbands, but she is, in actual fact, an attractive young woman with political savvy and ambiguous intentions. So she might be a bit of an antagonist for Duncan Egg next season. The next bit of casting made me the most happy, because I'm a fan of this guy. Peter Mullen, who I know most from Rings of Power. He played Durin the Third in season 1 and 2. He's also in Outlander and a lot of other incredible things. He's going to be playing Sir Eustace Osgrey, who is a proud old knight and a veteran of the first Blackfire Rebellion. And Dunk swears his sword to him in season 2. So that's really cool to hear.
He swears his S-word.
Swears his S-word, yes. His sword. S-word. And then the third bit of casting, this also really excited me. Babu Cisse, who we most recently saw in Alien Earth. He's going to be joining the cast as Sir Bennis. Whose full title is Sir Bennis of the Brown Shield, and he is a fellow hedge knight and an ally of Dunk's. So, yeah. Going to be cool to see him in a non-antagonistic role, if he's on the good side of Duncan Egg. So that's cool. He was a standout for me in Alien Earth, Babu Cisse. So I'm really excited to see what he does with this character. Yeah, really awesome to see these people joining the show. It's just really hyping it up for me. But I want it now, season 2. But it's probably going to be at least next year before we get it. Mike, do you have any thoughts on the casting for season 2 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
No, not really. Cause, sorry, it's just
that's okay.
This is I don't know the story, so I don't know if it's a good pick or not.
Neither.
But as you said, I do like them in other things as well, like Alien Earth. Ended weirdly, but hopefully they learn from their mistakes. Yes. Don't do a Wednesday and just keep on doing the mistakes.
Yeah.
And they're highly capable, and and I'm the same too. They probably need to get this done quickly before Egg grows up too quick, and then they can do the time jump for 10 years, and then another 10 years. So the whole series is going to be done in 30 years. Mm-hmm. That's ambitious, but I like the tenacity. So when's this coming out? Next year. Okay.
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully next year. All right. Speaking of adaptations, the next bit of news we finally have some casting news for the upcoming adaptation of the popular video game series Life is Strange. I am really looking forward to this because I've heard nothing but good things about the games. So I can't wait. And we've got 2 newcomers in the roles here. So we have our characters Max Caulfield and Chloe Price. Max is going to be played by a brand new newcomer to TV. She's only done Broadway up until now. Her name is Tatum Grace Hopkins. And then Chloe is going to be played by Maisie Stella, who has been featured in movies and TV already, so she's got some chops under her. But yeah, they released a poster for the show with some Polaroid pictures, which I know is a very iconic visual mark of the games, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool for them to announce the casting like that. And apparently these 2 characters are romantically involved in the game. But I know it's a choose-your-own-adventure thing, so I don't know how that's going to be adapted to the big screen. I guess it'll depend which way they want to go. But regardless, great idea to cast 2 newcomers to this, because, you know, a lot of people are invested in how this is going to turn out, and sometimes it's just having blank faces that you don't know from much else that you can just project your feelings onto. It works a lot better for adaptations, I think. So yeah, I think it's a great choice. I'm looking forward to it. Fulya, I know you're a fan of this series of games, right? So how are you feeling about this casting? What do you think?
I agree in the fact that I'm glad to see some new faces that we don't really know that well, in terms of, you know, casting in the roles of Chloe and Max. In terms of the story itself, it's essentially a story about the butterfly effect. And when I played through Life is Strange, so they're talking about the first game of the franchise. I really enjoyed it. It was very dark, I will say, because there's a lot of trigger heavy things that happen, very mental health heavy kind of stuff that goes on in this game. And yes, it is a very choices matter style of storytelling, which I really enjoyed in that regard. There are some characters in here which will be interesting to see who they cast the other characters that you see in this game, especially the villain. It's just, I am a little skeptical on how this goes and whether or not they're going to do something similar to the way that The Last of Us ended up. But I'm hoping that they kind of still stick with the main story when they do this live action. I like the game a lot, So they have, and this is a very well-renowned game. So they've got a big shoes to fill with this particular game, because there's going to be a lot of people out there who have played it, who have enjoyed it a lot. They really resonated with the story, and so I'm hoping that they do it justice. The writers do it well, and they, as heavy as some of those things that happen in the show, I kind of hope they keep it in, because otherwise it wouldn't be a true telling of the game itself. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. It'd be really nice to see. It's also going to be interesting to see, because it's a choices matter game, what routes they decide to go in terms of the timeline, because of the different choices as the player that you make generally. What other choices will the writers make to where that story goes? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do that, but I am looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Mike, what are your thoughts on this? Have you played the games at all? Do you have any connection to the series?
I'm not. But I am sort of tempted to actually, like I did for Last of Us, actually go back and actually play these games. And it's not my sort of gameplay that I normally go to, because I'm more of a narrative-driven sort of creature.
Oh, this is very narrative.
Oh, no, making choices, I mean.
You're not really into that kind of game, or?
Yeah, it's just too much. It's sort of too much for me. It's like, don't give me that pressure. All my save files it's like, oh no, go back.
Save's coming.
The slightest thing. I mean, I end up doing that constantly on Fallout, and like Fallout's fun because it's whatever. But this one, it's more grounded. It looks like it's more grounded to earth, and yeah, you know, I'm expected that I'll probably cry a lot in this.
Oh
game.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
And considering I have a young daughter, and she's not up to this stage yet, and it's like living vicariously through, it's like what to expect, and it's like, okay, this is my understanding. Cool that just not well known. I think maybe they would feel like the supporting characters as a little bit of well known sort of people, just to get more bums on seats, but otherwise it would be more the recognition of the game alone that people might go and see. I mean, that sort of happens with game adaptations. I mean, Fallout, for example, it sort of starts off with like a little bit of well-known people, but still, it's it's the fans that come and see it and say, yeah, I like it, and then just word of mouth from that. So yeah, I can't really add too much to it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. I will mention there are supernatural elements to this game.
Then I'm out.
No, I mean, when I say
if
supernatural,
it's not real,
mean, like,
it's not real to me.
The butterfly effect is a supernatural thing, so.
No, it's not. It's time travel. And
that's what it
do
is.
Time travel.
Oh, really?
No.
No, Mr. Doctor Who, Mr. fucking Back to the Future, you don't do time travel. Okay.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Just name them all.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jesus.
But Michael, I would highly recommend, even Kendall, like, you guys should definitely play the game before this comes out.
Okay.
Because it's not difficult to play. It really isn't. It's essentially kind of like a walking simulator with the story.
Yeah. Sounds right.
So it's
more, was it time trial sort of thing? You have to.
I don't think it's like, some decisions you might have to make quickly, but a lot of the times it gives you like a moment to think about what choice you should be making.
Yeah.
So yeah, but those choices can get very difficult. And then you think about whether or not you should rewind and try again. But then there are consequences to you rewinding, and so it's really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And then the more recent game that just came out, Double Exposure, I haven't played yet, but I am looking forward to playing it at some point because I did pick it up. But yeah, no, I am like, there are trigger warning moments in the game that I feel like you guys at least should experience it as long as you're in the right mindset in the game first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good tip. Thanks, Fulya.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Let's move on to the next bit of news, which is something that's probably really interesting for the two of you.
Not for me.
not for me at all. No, this is just really cool. So, recently, One Piece celebrated selling over 600 million copies worldwide of the manga, which is freaking insane. That is a huge fucking number. So congratulations to the creators of One Piece, most specifically Ichiro Oda, who is the author, and he did something really cool to mark the occasion.
Batshit insane.
Batshit insane. It seems on brand to me for One Piece. So basically, what he's done, because according to everything, no one knows what the One Piece actually is. It's the MacGuffin that they talk about at the beginning of the series, and Luffy's trying to, get there so he can be the Pirate King and he can have it, and then he's the King of the Ocean, basically. But he never gets there really, and it just keeps going and going and going, and they haven't revealed what it is. We're going to find out apparently when the manga does come to an end, which I think is happening soonish. I think they said that they were going to end it. But what he did was he wrote the secret to the One Piece on a piece of paper and put it in a pressure-resistant glass sphere and sunk it to the bottom of the ocean somewhere. 651 meters below the sea level.
You didn't know this, Fulya?
No, this is news to me.
Oh, there you go. Breaking news for Fulya. So Oda used the help of the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, also known as JAMSTEC. And there was a teaser sort of revealed on social media, which was a mock-up of half of the piece of paper. And it's been printed in the local newspapers in Japan as well, which is wild. But basically all the paper kind of says is that it says One Piece is ... and Monkey D. Luffy is ... Like, so it's like teasing huge things, but no one knows. The plan is when the manga finishes and it is revealed, those things are revealed, Ichiro Oda does plan to go back and retrieve the sphere with the piece of paper.
Oh, kind of like a time capsule kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. But it's also kind of like he's created this real life piece of sunken pirate treasure for people to find.
Now there's going to be a lot of people going out there to try and find this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone has already said online, what if this marks the dawn of the great pirate era in our modern times?
Here's the thing. And I wish someone said, and I wish it would probably be true, but even if the manga ends and they don't know what the One Piece is, and it's like, you said you were going to say it, and then Oda could do the most greatest thing he can say and says, you want the One Piece? You can have it. And that started the great pirate era.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Finding the actual One Piece.
That would be diabolical.
Yes, it has been proposed that apparently the location could be somewhere on the seabed of Suruga Bay, which is off the coast of Japan's Shizuoka Prefecture. I have no idea how accurate that is, but that's what one person is theorizing. So, yeah, I just think this is the best bit of like promo for a series that anyone could ever do, and it feels so crazy and amazing, and I respect Ichiro Oda so much for just saying fuck it and do. I mean, he's got all the money. Who cares?
Why not?
Why not? Why not? And then apparently fans are also being urged to keep the mock-up like teaser bit of paper in the newspaper until the secret comes out as well. So more to come on this secret.
Well.
So Fulya, now that you've let it sink in for a couple of minutes, what do you make of this news?
This is crazy. But like, I guess it's like a nice sort of way to celebrate and mark an occasion, if you want to put it that way, especially considering how successful this manga series has been. I don't know, like he really might have started something here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And at this very moment, people started planning out their travels out to sea.
There's already people like holding is like, hey, join my crew. So
Oh really?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Good. I'd love to find out if someone does actually get to the point where they find it and say they know what it is. Like, how insanely crazy would that be? If someone did actually find it and they knew the ending of what this One Piece really was before they got to that point. I don't know if it will happen that quickly. I feel like the manga will come out first and then, you know, people will be like, oh, I found it. But like, because I don't think they wouldn't have like divulged the exact coordinates as to where this little bottle was, this capsule was actually, I suppose, dumped in the ocean. So I don't know, but it's a really cool way to mark an occasion, I think. So if he's going to be going back, if he said he's going to go back and collect it once it's been revealed, he could totally auction that thing off for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That is now the most expensive piece of paper in history.
Absolutely. It got sunk in the bottom of an ocean in a capsule, and it's written in his handwriting.
Yeah. That thing, when they dig that thing up, that's going to go for fucking millions.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Jesus. All right, Mike, what did you think about this news then? You'd heard about this previously, so what do you make of it all? You've said a bit already, but give us more of your thoughts. More.
Batshit insane. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's the most genius thing that ever happened, or the most idiotic, because fans are rabid, and people have claimed that they've already pinpointed where in the region that they were going to be in, considering the people that helped him, and also it's. I'm sort of disheartened because it's all the people who are pretty much the elite, saying, yeah, we're going to find it, and then we're going to hoard it, and it's like, no, that's not what One Piece is, please. As I said, I still think it's going to be a mystery until the end, and it just is more of a PR stunt than anything, hopefully. And and what I said, the greatest thing is says, well, you want to know what the One Piece is? Go out and find it. It's sort of nuts.
Yeah.
Like, my firm belief, the One Piece is more of a metaphor than an actual piece of treasure.
I would agree with that.
The way that I'm where I am within the story of the One Piece is it's more metaphorical. It's more of a state of mind. It's what Goldie Roger, not to spoil it, but where he was at the end of his life, he was dying with a smile on his face. So therefore, he completed his journey, and he didn't want the One Piece for himself. So that's why he said what he said, to say, "Go forth, my brethren," and that started a whole era. And then where I am now, there's sort of a new era starting. And I can't really add too much, but there was one great scene. It's someone that you haven't met yet, Fulya, which I don't think you have. I think you may have, but whoever was screaming from the top of their lungs, "The One Piece is real." So you'll find that out.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah. So therefore, the dream is real. The life is real. Everything is real. Everything is connected. So yeah, I'm just happy. I've gone along with the journey, even if you've barely started, like the journey of the One Piece. I think it's a well-crafted story, and it's great watching it unfold. And I hope I finish it before the manga finishes, because I want to be there. I want to be where people are.
I want to be where the people are.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see him. I want to see him dancing with wolves on Sky Pier, going around that giant campfire. Yeah, sharing booze with wolves. You know what I'm talking about, fool, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts. But it's One Piece.
It is.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
One Piece.
Oh boy, that's what the Netflix adaptation's missing, isn't it? Is that killer anime intro?
Yeah.
That's what it doesn't have. Yes. All right, we've got one more thing to talk about in the news, and that is, of course, if you'll indulge me, the ACTA Awards, formerly known as the SAG Awards.
But we need to. Which one? US or AUS?
Yes. It. Not that anyone is listening to us in the United States right now, but in Australia, we already have the ACTA Awards.
We had it first.
Which weren't they all formerly called the AFI Awards, Mike?
Yeah.
So we changed the name as well to ACTA, so that's kind of funny. But ours is spelt AACTA because it's an actual acronym. But
it's like Aaron. Why spell it with two A's?
Yeah,
you want to be different. You want to be more ahead of the alphabet, and you get called out.
Yes. Yeah, it's silly. But anyway, the American branch of their Actors Guild, SAG, Screen Actors Guild, in the months since the last ceremony, they decided to rename their awards, and they called them the ACTA Awards because that's what they call the statues that they give out. Similar to how the Oscars give out Oscars, but they're also called Academy Awards. So I guess that's what they were trying to do. But the internet's not really having it. The internet's still calling it SAG Awards. Hell, I even typed in our run sheet SAG Awards and then put in brackets, oh shit, the actors.
You did.
Literally. Bracket,
I'm trying
to... Actors, close bracket.
I'm trying to fall in line, but I like, you know, follow a lot of the award stuff on YouTube as well, and everyone's posting about the SAGs, not the actors. So it's going to take a minute for it to catch on, but we'll see. Not the point. The point is, it happened, and I can't wait for the Oscars next week now, because things happened that I was not expecting. Sinners is becoming a very real and possible contender for Best Picture. It won Best Cast of the night, Best Cast in a Film, Sinners, beating one battle after another. I think it was tipped to win that award, if I'm not mistaken. But that's big. The other big win it also scored, of course, was Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor at the SAGs, at the Actors. Best Actor at the Actors. And that was a big surprise as well. Because, you know, everyone's been talking about Timothée Chalamet all day long, and then the BAFTAs happened, and then he didn't win, and then the Actors happened, and he didn't win. So it's anybody's game next week. It's anybody's game. And I fucking love that, because not everything needs to be like a lock, like predictable, unless it's something that, like, for example, like Parasite, or if it's something like Everything Everywhere at Once, like these cool movies that don't usually get loved by the Oscars, that sweep everything. Like that's when we like the predictability, I guess. But not that everyone predicted Parasite to win as many Oscars as it did, but Everything Everywhere All at Once had been sweeping all season leading up to the awards, the Oscars that year. The only lock now for the Oscars is Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. She won again. This is her fourth award she has won for her role in Hamnet. So she's got the Oscar down. If anyone else wins next week, I don't know. I would not know what to tell you. That would be the biggest upset in the history of the Academy Awards if she didn't win. She's a sure thing. And then Sean Penn won for Best Supporting Actor, even though he wasn't there to receive it. He wasn't at the BAFTAs either. So I'm wondering if the Oscars will give it to him based on the fact that he doesn't seem to give a shit that he's been nominated and winning everywhere. Who knows what's going to happen there. I really like that Amy Madigan won for her role in Weapons. Shout out to horror actors and performers that don't get acknowledged as often as they should. I love that she did the Weapons run when she went up to the podium to accept her award. I thought that was great. And then her speech was just chaos personified. It was excellent. Who else? I think that's everything in the film side. TV side was also great. The Pit swept. It won ensemble cast for a drama show. No surprises there. That was really, really lovely to see them all get acknowledged for their incredible work on that show. So love, love, love. Of course, Noah Wyle won for his role as Dr. Robbie. Another fantastic win. And then the other couple of wins I wanted to shout out, of course, were the TV comedy category. The studio won ensemble cast in a TV comedy. Absolutely well deserved. And then, of course, Seth Rogen won for his role. And the late Catherine O'Hara was awarded Best Actress in a TV comedy by her peers. And there was not a dry eye in that room. Everyone was on their feet, clapping and cheering for her. Seth Rogen got up and gave the speech of the night, in my opinion. I really loved his speech. It was so perfect in every way. And the fact that he, told us about, what she was like before shooting, and the fact that he would get an email from her being like, okay, I read the script, but how about we try this? And then the fact that Seth was like, and no joke, she made it better. every single time she came to set, and all her changes like made the show what it is and made it even better than what it could have been, you know. And that's just really humbling of him, considering he's like the main creator, writer, producer on this show too. For him to admit that, that's wonderful. And then just I love the fact that he was like, you know, telling people, go watch her stuff, you know. If you don't know who she is or you haven't experienced her, go watch her stuff. Like, I like the fact that he called people who haven't seen her stuff stupid or out of touch or whatever he said. I thought that was really funny. But, you know, the fact that he's like, you know, watch her, you know, lip sync and dance to Harry Belafonte and Beetlejuice, and doing the hysterical limp in Best in Show, which I rewatched that clip since that speech, and it's just fucking gold. Yeah, it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful tribute, and yeah, it was very raw, you know, for a lot of people. Obviously, that, you know, people that worked with her were there, and the cameras kept showing everybody crying, and it's just like, oh my god. But yeah, sad that she didn't live to see her you know, her rewarded for her incredible work in that show. But you know, it's a beautiful tribute to her career, for her to receive that. So yeah, but yeah, so it was a great time, and Harrison Ford got the Lifetime Achievement Award, and he also gave a really moving speech as well. And I'm just constantly reminded of how old he is, and the fact that I'm not going to be able to keep it together when he dies at all. That's gonna really fucking hurt. But he's still here, and he's still acting, and he's still kicking ass, and we love him. So yeah, it was a really cool actor awards this year. Fulya, do you have any thoughts on any of the winners, any of the speeches? What was your take on the actor awards 2026?
Well, I didn't really watch the award show itself, but I did see a few of the reels pop up on my Instagram feed, and big kudos to the studio. I'm so glad I finally managed to get around to finishing it. This was such a good show. It really kind of cements my love for being in like the TV and in the film sort of industry. It's really amazing to sort of see that got recognized for its, you know, outstanding work in, you know, the way that they wrote it, produced it, the actors, the casting was great as well. I also teared up listening to Seth do his speech when he was accepting Catherine's award, and it's just really nice to kind of see that she's been recognized as well. Cool to see that The Last of Us won Outstanding Performance by a Stunt Ensemble in a television series, so that was actually pretty cool. Life Achievement Award for Harrison Ford. You know, I'm not surprised. He's done quite a lot of amazing work in the industry, and the fact that I'm loving him in Shrinking. I really am. Like, he's doing such a great job in his role on that show, to the point where he's making me cry. He's doing such a good job. I really love him in Shrinking. He's really good. And yeah, I'm not surprised about some of the others, but also, you know, very surprised about, you know, this, you know, Sinners getting quite a lot of recognition and awards as well. I guess it did so well. A lot of people loved it. So, you know, kudos to the team that made that movie. And then, we've got more recognition for One Battle After Another, with Sean Penn winning Best Supporting Role as a male, outstanding performance by a male actor. I am sad that Formula One didn't win Outstanding Performance by a Stunt Ensemble in a Motion Picture, because they did such a great job with the stunts in that particular movie. It was really, really good. But yeah, other than that, Seth Rogen, big congrats to him. He's also, honestly, probably one of his best performances I've ever seen in anything that he's been in. And this is a big step up for him, I think. And I can kind of see him hopefully he'll continue going in that direction as well. I think is there going to be a season 2 of the studio? I think there might be.
I think they're filming it now.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm guessing the unexpected loss of Catherine O'Hara has probably put a spanner in the works, maybe.
It might delay it a bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the rest of season 1, so I don't know how much more her character, because like I said, after she died, I hadn't finished watching it yet, and I hadn't seen her pop up for a few episodes, so I don't know where her character ends at the end of season 1, but I know they're definitely making a season 2, that's for sure.
Yeah. So. I will say, without spoiling anything, she is in the last episode, so
great.
If that says anything, so yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So
good. I get to see more of her.
Yes. So she does continue to pop up towards the end, so good. You will see her a bit more.
Excellent.
But yeah, I am now looking forward to seeing more of the studio. So huge congrats to the team. I'm happy for them. It was such a great show.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Yep. Fucking amazing. Thank you for your thoughts, Fulya. Appreciate it very much. Mike, do you have anything to add on the actor awards? Do you have any thoughts?
Probably huge props for Amy Madigan for Weapons. That role is fantastically bizarre and well crafted. And I know they want to do like a prequel with the character. I don't want that, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. No, let's not ruin the mystery of it.
Let's not ruin the magic. One and done is always good.
No, that's very I support you.
Yeah. Even though it would give her work, but
hey, I'm sure. Look, if she wins an Oscar next week, which she very well might, I think she'll have her fair share of work coming in.
Usually doesn't work like that, but okay.
Hey, it works for some of the fucking Michelle Yeoh won it. Michelle Yeoh and Ki Hai Kwan, it worked for them. Some.
Not always.
we won't get into it.
We can't hire this Oscar-winning performer for our piece of shit. No. Would you imagine a Oscar-winning person being in like a role for Weapons? I wouldn't degrade myself for being in a horror movie, even though that's the more lucrative nowadays because it's the most what's the word? It's not no Marvel movie. Let's say that.
It's the most original genre.
Yeah,
I guess.
Not regurgitated slop. It needs to be like thought out and planned properly.
Isn't horror movies usually a good stepping stone for a lot of actors as well?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. A lot of people get their start on genre things like horror and sci-fi, supernatural stuff.
And it's also a good indicator of the state of cinema when it's creatively bankrupt, that a lot of horror shit is actually getting big accolades like Weapons and Sinners.
Sinners, yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
So, there's my 2 cents.
Nice. Ching. All right, shall we wrap the news up then? And we will roll on up to the trailer park.
Trailer park, rolled up.
Rolling up to the trailer park where we all park all the trailers. Yeah.
Alrighty. We've got a DC trailer to start us off this week, which is really exciting. Our first look at Lanterns. the next offering in the James Gunn, Peter Safran DCU. I'm really looking forward to this. I was looking forward to this before the trailer. A lot of people have been kind of split on whether or not they want to see this, given it's about 2 Green Lanterns on Earth, and what the fuck is that going to even do? They're supposed to be super spacey and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, let's do something different. Yeah, we had that and it didn't work. Let's do something different. And I'm all for this, I think. And the idea of making it a buddy cop thing where, like, we can see in the trailer that Hal Jordan is a bit older and Jon Stewart's the up-and-coming Lantern, who's, hasn't earned his ring yet, of course. So...
Oh, my ring.
Yeah, my ring. And so we've got this really cool Lethal Weapon sort of dynamic between the old guard and the new, and they're drawn into a mystery in the heartland of America, and there's a cop here that doesn't want anything to do with them, and she looks like she's going to rub us the wrong way, which is fun. But yeah, it looks really good. Like, there's a little bit of special effects going on. We see Hal Jordan take off in flight at one point, and yeah, a lot of violence, and bad guys versus good guys, and yeah, I think it just looks really fun. It looks different. It looks interesting. It looks like it might be a compelling story on top of being a superhero drama. So yeah, I'm very much here for it, and wondering if we'll get any cameos from the wider DCU. Most importantly, Guy Gardner, played by Nathan Fillion.
He is listed.
Lantern.
Yeah.
He's listed. There we go.
Because they did specify he will be swearing in this one.
Yes, well, we get a couple of F-bombs dropped in this trailer, which I was like, okay, all right, we're on HBO Max, let's go. Get those F-bombs in. Fulya, what did you think of the trailer for Lanterns?
I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. Probably one of those type of... Okay. I'm not the biggest of DC fans.
No.
It's very well known within our little group here. I have been trying to get into DC a little bit more here and there where I can. I'm not too familiar with the Green Lantern, like the Lanterns kind of comics and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know too much about those characters and what they do and where their stories and where the lore sort of goes. This didn't really give me anything about it being a superhero movie aside from when we see one of them fly off and he's wearing the lantern ring, and then we see the suit, which a lot of people are not happy about the way it looks because it's not as green and shiny as what they're supposed to be, apparently.
It needs to be green and animated.
Glowing. Yeah, so I don't know, like it might be interesting to see where this one goes, considering that it's a HBO Max series and a bit more of a drama, I suppose. So I mean, I might enjoy it if I end up watching it. I don't know. But considering that I haven't gone out of my way to watch any other DC show, it remains to be seen. So I guess we'll just wait and see.
Okay. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fulya. Mike, what about you? What did you think of this trailer?
This does look different and interesting. And essentially, Lanterns are basically cops in space. So,
yes,
if you like your District 9, it's not that. Yeah, but this is going to be more like True Detective, which is another show that I need to watch. And it'll probably make me want to watch this. Yeah, I don't know much about the Green Lantern Corps as well. It's not in my repertoire of knowledge of the DC. But I think it's pretty funny that almost everything that the new DC stuff is happening. Nathan Fillion's going to be in everything. Is he going to do a cameo in Supergirl? Can't be a DC thing without Guy Gardner and his stupid hair, which he will keep.
Right.
Yeah, I can't really add too much. It definitely feels like grounded, considering what the Lanterns are. It's more cosmic things, but considering we're following the Earth Lanterns and how they're doing detective work and stuff on our planet, our area, the Milky Way, basically. I might give this a go. I mean, I've got HBO because of the Pit, so why not swing over to there? So, or failing that, I'll just find it somewhere on the internet. You know, we're in a war, people. We got to cut our costs somewhere because petrol's going to go through the roof, and food's going to be expensive. Anyway. None of that here. When is this coming out, Kendall?
Well, we don't have an actual release date locked in yet for this one, but Lanterns will be dropping at least sometime in August on HBO Max. Nice. Keeping it mysterious. All right, our next trailer has me the most hyped. And this is, of course, the final trailer for the final season of The Boys. Season 5 of The Boys. I can't believe how close it is. We're only a couple of weeks now from the premiere, the beginning of the end. Yes. Great trailer. Setting everything up. Putting all the pieces into place. Some really cool set pieces here as well. Like, I enjoyed a little bit of a fight and some banter between Billy Butcher and Soldier Boy. So there's some good Jensen Ackles action in this trailer. Also incest jokes because it's The Boys and we've got to be inappropriate somewhere. So that was...
And it's a subtle hint of what's going to happen with the Winchester Boys. There's going to be a scene with those two, including the guy who plays God.
Oh, please, no.
Yeah.
Wincest.
Clip that. Put it on a shirt.
Stop! Enough!
It's not gonna happen. It's okay. I just want them on screen together.
They will.
They don't have to do anything except look at each other. Just exchange a knowing glance. You know, that's all I need.
That's
all I need. They don't need to kiss. It's fine.
Give him a kiss.
Geez.
Those two should kiss.
I can't wait for the internet.
So awkward.
The internet is going to combust. It's going to be the fucking...
You'll hear it, Fulya. You'll definitely hear it.
Oh, yeah. I will.
Oh, I'll hear about it. I'm sure I'll see the reel on Instagram as well.
Your phone will explode.
Absolutely.
Just right next to you. It's like, what was that noise?
Yeah.
My phone imploded.
I think Tumblr and AO3 will collectively just disintegrate off the internet.
Who divided by 0?
It's going to be bonkers. But anyway, this was a great trailer. Really good to see a few shots of the boys, the titular boys, all in one space and plotting their moves for how to bring the end of Homelander and Vought. And now we kind of know a bit of the story. We know what Homelander's after. He wants the original Compound V, V1, that will complete his ascension to the throne of the world and make him immortal and invincible, and then they're just fucked. And you know, the trailer ends with, you know, this shot of him in the White House in the Oval Office, and he's sitting in the president's chair, and he's just got this disbelief smile and smirk on his face, and I'm just like, that's going to be like the end of one episode that's cliffhangering into another one. I can see it now. But yeah, so I'm like I'm like equal parts excited and scared for this final season, to be honest. I don't know what's going to happen. They're teasing character deaths. Like, not everyone's going to make it out alive here as well. And I'm glad they still have time to throw in the Deep and his weird facial expressions and his love of the sea and the sea creatures and more of Chase Crawford, please. It's just brilliant stuff. So yeah, I'm so fucking hyped for this. I'm so fucking hyped. Mike, how hyped are you on a scale of 1 to 10? What did this trailer do for you?
It reminded me, it's like, oh yeah, I need to watch that. Doing 5 episodes of One Piece definitely throws you out of a loop. It's like, oh shit, I need to watch that. Yeah, but yeah, it definitely got me hyped. It's like, and a bit sad, but it's good that it's drawing to a close because can't really up the ante too much. Otherwise, it just overstays its welcome. Yeah, and the way things are looking. Is Homelander going to win?
It could happen. This show is dark as fuck. It could happen.
But I don't think it's going... Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's probably going to be a more of a well-rounded, like, satisfying ending, but also we're going to have main character deaths as well. So... Yeah. Because... thanks to my algorithm, it's already been spoiled what the comic version happens at the end. But they haven't really set that up, so that's a bit weird.
Okay.
If they do that, because it wouldn't make sense. But I think I think what would happen would probably happen like that. So I don't want to spoil it, but it will be interesting how to thread that needle. So I'm looking forward to that, on what they do with that. And everyone's coming, including the Gen V guys.
Yeah, great to see them.
Am I right that they're possibly doing a Gen V 3 season?
I believe they are doing a 3rd season, yeah. But,
how? That would be interesting. Where that's going to go. Yeah. Considering they're not going back to... it's more of a...
I don't know. I think they're doing... I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm looking too far ahead. Just get this done. And the first... apparently, the first episode is called 15 Inches of Sheer Dynamite. So that's going up someone's ass.
Yeah.
Dynamite stick, dynamite stick, dynamite stick.
Yeah.
Kabloom.
Yeah.
Kabloom.
Concentrated asshole. Anyway.
Yeah.
When's this coming out?
So the first 2 episodes of the final season of The Boys will drop on Amazon Prime Video on Wednesday, the 8th of April. So they're not doing the usual 3 and then week to week. It's 2 and then week to week. Leading up to the series finale on the 20th of May. So
it's gonna be May.
Yeah. So we're like 3. Yeah. Wait. We're about 3-4 weeks away from the beginning of this ending. Oh my god, it's coming. It's coming fast.
Yeah. Right in the face. Anyway.
Right in the face. All right. One more trailer.
What?
One more trailer to talk about. And I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this because I think this looks pretty cool. And this is, of course, Mike and Nick and Nick and Dallas. Great title, by the way. This is an action comedy time travel movie with James Marsden, Vince Vaughn, and Isa Gonzalez. And Stephen Root playing a cannibal serial killer, which, I mean, that sentence in and of itself is just, perfect. Yeah.
Suits him down to the ground, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait to see that. He's probably only going to be in the movie for, like, that one scene, but, like, I'll take it. Yeah, this is fun. This is a fun trailer. Like, they don't show too much. They just give you the the basic plot of what happened. Like, we've got some I guess criminal guys here doing shady shit, and something goes wrong, and Vince Vaughn's character Nick decides to time travel back to the night it all went wrong and wants to change things because Mike dies on this night. And spoilers. Yeah, they spoiled the movie in the trailer a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah. So but despite that, it still looks good. Vince Vaughn is hilarious as always. We get to have 2 of him in this film, so that's pretty fun. I love James Marsden. Yeah. Oh, okay. Shots fired. I love James Marsden, and I love that he's doing more comedy. I need him to do more comedy. He's so funny. Really, really happy to see him here in this. And Isa Gonzalez is just a babe, and she kicks ass. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I liked this trailer quite a bit. I thought it was really cool. Fulya, what did you think of Mike and Nick and Alice?
Well, first of all, that title really confused the crap out of me, and I'm like, why is there a typo there?
Yeah. Ooh.
What is happening?
M and N and N and M and A.
M N M N M N M N.
Yeah.
M and N.
Minna.
Minna.
I don't know.
M and N.
This does look like it's gonna be some funny action comedy, leave your brain at the door kind of a thing. But also, I don't know if you should, because it seems a little timey-wimey, and you're seeing 2 Nicks in the same room, and James Marsden's character is trying to chloroform him the first time he sees him, and it's just like fails at it very heavily. I don't really know how I feel about this movie. I don't know if I'll be watching it. I don't know if it's my kind of movie, to be honest. Like, I like comedy and I like action. I like action comedy together, but this one, for whatever reason, it didn't intrigue me as much as I thought it might have. I don't know. It didn't really get me in. Yeah.
I thought this was a Fulya movie for sure, but I guess not.
I think it might just be the fact that it's Vince Vaughn. I'm not a huge fan of him, to be honest.
Okay. I stand alone.
I've got nothing against him or anything like that, but I guess from the movies I've seen in the past with him in it have been real, like, not cheesy, but just really, like, the comedy for him that he usually does. I'm trying to think of the word, and it's just not coming out.
It's okay.
It's usually very
is it
crude. Yeah, like Wedding Crashers and the like of those type of comedy movies. So I'm not really used to seeing him, first of all, aged this, like, and secondly, playing a serious role. I'm not really used to that. He's trying to be that real sort of, yeah. So I'm not used to seeing him play those type of roles. I guess it's kind of similar in the way that Seth Rogen has gone from being like also the crude comedian to more of a serious role, but it's still, I suppose, with the studio, it's a little bit more lighthearted, even though his role is supposed to be serious. But he kind of pulls it off really well in that respect. But this one here with Vince Vaughn playing, I don't know who he's supposed to be. He seems like he's a very rich man. But there's a lot of shady stuff going on with him. But I don't know. I'm probably not going to watch this one.
Hell, you win some, you lose some. Yeah. Not every swing is a hit. Most of them are misses. Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. You're honest, and I appreciate that more than anything. So thank you for your thoughts, Fulya. Mike, what did you think? Are you going to watch this, or is this too timey-wimey for you? Do you not want to check out any more time travel movies? Have you seen too many?
Well, that's the thing. I was going to make that joke, but real person talking here. I don't think that's probably true. I think that's the twist. That it's.
Oh.
I think it's a twin brother sort of situation. I don't know.
Oh.
Call me crazy.
No,
I think because they do say in the line, they do say, "Oh, it's maybe a clone." It's like 'cause clones aren't real, but time travel is like, why would you put that? Why would you say that?
Why is that line there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So my writer brain going, maybe not true, because time machines aren't real. Because I don't like time machines. I don't like time machine stories. They're stupid. Anyway. Yeah.
We'll find out in the next segment.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I've turned my whole back on Doctor Who. Everything is One Piece now. Everything is One Piece now.
One Piece supremacy.
This trailer, I kind of liked it. I wouldn't normally go for something like this, but it's sort of very intriguing, and it's sort of out of left field. It doesn't carry itself too seriously, and it's kind of weird, and it looks kind of funny. And also in the trailer, Keith David is a brief appearance. So it's like, ooh, we're going to get the sultry tones of Keith David.
Yeah,
I like it. As an unnamed villain. And just waiting the deal, Fulya. Ben Schwartz is in this.
Yes, he is.
I did see that, but I may have missed him in the trailer unless they didn't put him in the trailer, so I'm not sure.
No, he's in. There's one like brief shot of him.
Okay, then I definitely missed it.
It's a blink and you'll miss it. Ben Schwartz here.
He was wearing a wig. I don't know. I missed him too. I'm going by the wiki.
Nice. No, I saw him. Haha.
I was gonna say, I wonder why Ben Schwartz is in here.
Why?
I mean, come on.
He's funny.
No, I actually don't know why.
Well, him and James Marsden work together in the Sonic films.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not together.
Still, they're in the same film.
Sonic connection.
One
Sonic
day
connection.
we'll
Well
find it. The Sonic connection. The Masters, the Swartz, and Vaughn. All of us under Keith David. I wish. Oh, my bisexuality is coming out. When is this coming out? Kendall?
Speaking of coming out, Mike and Nick and Alice is going to be on Disney Plus at the end of the month on the 27th of March.
Mike and Nick and me.
Mike and Nick and Alice. Okay, that's Trailer Park done. We're rolling on out.
Yes.
Which means
it's
time.
Haha.
For the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The segment.
Yep.
The section.
True.
The part. The place. The wibbly. The wobbly. The timey. The wimey.
I got too
thing
much
we
in
like
my
to
house.
call.
It's broken. Is it broken? There we go. Is this one broken? I think it is broken. There we go. Ooh. Oh, it's dead. Battery's died. Anyway.
Popcorn culture. We're talking to.
Fun.
I love it.
We're all having fun here.
We're all having
You know
fun.
what? I'm gonna get that sound effect into my soundboard and then I'll play it for you. How about that?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Sonic Screwdriver. Let's go. Hello everyone. We are here to talk about Doctor Who this week. Series 7, Episode 8, The Rings of Arkhaten. Very cool episode. A very original sort of story. Like they're throwing in some heavy lore here with this race of people we've never, I don't think, have been encountered. This is the first time we hear about the rings of Arkhaten in Doctor Who, Mike.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I kind of like that from that perspective. Some original sort of mythology going on here. Lots of heavy religious sort of tones in the episode, and a place on an emphasis on sentimentality and memory and stories and things like that, and the power of music as well. And so I really liked a lot of the themes in this episode quite a bit. And then of course it was also the Doctor and Clara's first outing in space together. She's waiting for him to show up. She's like, I've already made my decision. I'm coming. And he whisks her away, and I like these Doctor Who episodes where, he takes his companion somewhere that just happens to be experiencing a milestone or an important event of some kind. I kind of like it when he just happens to kind of, find himself at these locations at this time. All she says is, show me something awesome, take me somewhere awesome. And then he's like, right, the rings of Arkhaten, let's go. Yeah, so really cool. I enjoyed it. The creature work was really great in this as well. Like in the market sequence alone, there's so many different races of alien just walking around. One of them looked a little like an Ood to me, but probably wasn't. And then the villains of the episode, the Vigil with their whispering and hissing and their weird masks, and then you've got the quote unquote old god, which is not the old god, as it turns out. He was very creepy looking too. So yeah, all around this was a pretty fun episode of Doctor Who, and some really kind of, I don't know, some really sweet writing in there. I really enjoyed some aspects of this story. What did you think, Fulya, overall? How did this episode work for you?
This was a really interesting episode. I didn't mind it. It is sort of remind me of like for whatever reason, I thought this was going to be like a whole pyramid of Giza kind of a thing. There was like a pyramid in the distance from the planet that they ended up going to. But it was just really interesting in the sense that I found myself maybe not enjoying it as much as I thought I did when I first watched it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure why, but I don't know. I have a feeling it has something to do with the fact that it's Clara Oswald.
Oh, shots fired. Do you not like Clara, Fulya?
I don't know that I think watching it through a second time is reminding me of how much I don't like her, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, she's a bit much. I think I prefer Amy, to be honest.
Okay.
Over Clara. And I don't know if it's because of the performance or if it's the writing. I have no idea. But something about her is just irking me a little bit. I don't know. But it was a really nice episode when it came to the world that they visited, the planet they visited, the fact that there's this whole there's this ritual that happens with the singing to a god thing to keep it asleep, and like this continuous never-ending song, and then things happen that aren't so great, and I kind of felt bad for the child. Yeah, feeling a bit bad for the child there, and I could see how scared she was about performing this song and all that sort of stuff, and I can see that Clara just wanted to just be there to help her and not try to scare her off, which I suppose is really nice. But it's also interesting to sort of see that we had like some flashbacks to Clara's youth, like when she was, a toddler, growing up as a child with her parents, and then, finding out that unfortunately her mother passed away. So yeah, that whole sort of story process was interesting.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm looking forward to your thoughts then throughout the episode. It will be interesting. Mike, what about you? Fulya didn't like this on the rewatch much. What did you think about the rewatch of this one?
Overall, I didn't mind it as much, considering I've come out the other end of like everything else. The story was sort of simple, and the sets, the sort of setting is sort of like didn't really adventure out anywhere. It was just simply two spaces and then back. So overall, it was a very not to poo-poo it, but it was a very simple and self-contained story. Mm-hmm. And I find it for an outing that is with the Doctor and now the new companion Clara, I thought it was fine. It wasn't like absolutely like horrendous, or even the opposite of it was the best thing. It's sort of it was set in its ways, and I think it didn't wow me at the time, and it didn't really wow me now, but I do appreciate it being the impact that it has within the fandom, and I'll probably talk about that later. Considering one bit of the episode definitely rang some bells for the fandom to enjoy constantly and repeatedly, and people enjoy the singing within. It's either people love it or hate it, sort of thing, and I think one of the biggest takes that some people enjoyed was the story for the little girl, sort of having everything on her shoulders and finding some closure within it, and having Clara there. Sure, she's outgoing, she's rambunctious, she's determined, she's optimistic, and you do see that with what her relationship with the Doctor, but she also has this sort of caring side with her, and especially when she was a governess and being a babysitter, so she definitely has that sort of quality when it comes to dealing with children and their problems, and essentially this kid's being bullied. So where does that fit within? So overall, I didn't mind it. Didn't knock my socks off, but sometimes Doctor Who doesn't, and there's only nuggets within this episode that I thought I do enjoy that for just a single out bit when it comes to the overall Doctor Who sort of lineage as well. And yeah, like the thing that I was talking about that sort of resonates with the fandom was definitely Matt Smith doing that monologue.
Oh, don't worry, I'm planning on reading the whole thing out. I have it ready to go. It's fucking amazing. Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Okay, well, to kick off the discussion, I kind of wanted to talk about the probably my favorite aspect of the episode, which was this like emphasis on sentimentality, this like romanticized idea of what an object means to someone, and how we kind of see in the episode the people in this place have such an emphasis on objects as form of currency as well. And then you see the old god has, like part of the ceremony is everybody offering up something of personal value to them. And I think that's, I don't know, I just thought that was really cool the way the episode kind of puts that theme throughout and how it connects from, the beginning where we get the opening scenes of the Doctor watching Clara's parents get together, and then welcoming her into the world because he's trying to understand who she is and what she is and what does her appearance to him now mean. So it's really interesting that he's going back within her history to find that out. And then we see this leaf, this gorgeous leaf that just kind of ends up becoming the most important leaf in the history of anything, which I thought was really sweet. Like I kind of thought, initially when that phrase was used, like saying it was the most important leaf in history, at the beginning, I thought that was a bit over the top. I was a bit like, okay, come on. I mean, I know you're being really sweet and romantic to her in this moment, but like, nah. But then when it was mentioned at the end, it kind of came back full circle for me, and it really, really worked. Yeah, but I just thought it was really, really cool. And like how, like, the first thing the Doctor thinks of when he thinks of something that means something to him was his sonic screwdriver. And we see him go to that twice, like the first time when they're going through the market, and they run into this lovely creature called Doreen, who kind of barks a bit, and she's got a moped for sale, and yeah, and then like you have to offer up something sentimental, and the Doctor talks about it being something like to do with psychometry, objects physically imprinted with history, and that's what they place the most value on. And and then that obviously comes back when they need to use the moped later, and the Doctor almost hands over his screwdriver, but then he's like, yeah, we'll be screwed if we do this, so I'm not going to even bother. And then the fact that uh, Clara, I almost wanted to say Jenna Coleman then. Clara offers up her mother's ring, and we've already seen this, sadness and grief that's been attached to her mum because of how she died when she was so young, and like just this awful thing to have happened, and like the fact that she's willing to give up her mum's ring to save this girl who she just met, I think is a big sign of who Clara really is. Like the fact that Clara's like, as soon as the Doctor runs away and she freaks out and she's like, what are we doing? We should be going to help her. And then that's when the Doctor's like, no, we're not walking away from this. This is us going to help her. And then at the end of the episode, when all is said and done, and then the Doctor gives Clara her ring back because this race of people who place such importance on objects like this have gone, no, you've earned this back. Like that kind of speaks volumes, I think, for what Clara did. So I haven't gotten to where Fulya is with the not liking of Clara yet. As I said last week, I like her more than I like Amy at the moment, only because it's early days. I haven't seen all of Clara Oswald yet. I don't know what her story is. I know she's the impossible girl, and the Doctor name dropped that phrase this episode as well. So things are gonna happen. But yeah, and then the other crux of the sentimental thing is the fact that Clara comes in and she uses the leaf to defeat the old god. Like, it's not just the Doctor's monologue, but it takes Clara to step in and hold up. This is a life that represents a life that wasn't lived. And then the Doctor's like, and that, that means everything, and that's too much for you to take in, and so it destroys him. So I know, I liked all of that. That was like my favorite thing, just how everything kind of connected and kind of linked in that sense of, how we kind of hold on to things as reminders of memories and people and events and things. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really sweet, and I'm a romantic, what can I say? Fulya, do you have any thoughts on the way like sentimentality was used here as like part of the story, and then like the way we actually overcome the big bad at the end?
Yeah, it was interesting to find out that they used sentimental objects as a currency in order to trade for other things in like the markets. That was really cool to find out that, it's the value of something that you hold closest to you that is worth the most. It's like they figure out the value of that depending on how precious it is to you. And so it's interesting to sort of think about, what is the most precious thing to me that I hold so dearly? What kind of price would I put on that? And so it gets you kind of thinking about some of the stuff that you might have held on to for quite a long time. And I know I've got things that I've held on to, or that my parents have held on to and passed it on to me, be like, hey, we've had this since you were, a baby. Maybe you can use it or hold on to it for your future and whatever. And so then you kind of think about, well, then what is the value of these objects? Do I really find them to be precious, or is it just an object? So in this particular episode, it's really interesting to see that the Doctor would not give up his screwdriver, because that is his most precious item and it is the most useful item for him. So he needs it. It comes in handy.
Yeah.
Especially when it's flat.
Yeah. I mean, if you hold it up, I can give you a sound right now. Did it come through? I'm not sure if it came through.
I didn't hear it. Whoops.
I probably didn't set it right. I can hold on, let me try it again.
Dead Silence, brought to you by Centerfold.
It's all right. Never mind. I tried.
Brought to you by Blue
Next
Chew.
week. We'll fix it.
Next time.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyway, and then to find out that, honestly, I would have thought that the thing that that Clara gave up would have been the book.
I agree. It's exactly right at the end when she pulled out the leaf. I was like, "Nah, she's gonna give over the book," and it wasn't. I was like, "Oh,
it wasn't the book." Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting misdirect. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really cool. But the fact that it makes sense that it would be the leaf, because it was the thing that her dad holds the dearest to him, because that's how he met his wife, and so it's kind of like a meet cute kind of a situation, even though it was more of a life-threatening kind of situation where she saved his life.
She saved his life, yeah.
So yeah, no, it was quite charming in a way. And then just the fact that this leaf was the most precious thing to that family, and so she's held on to it for that long. And it's also probably just more of a sentimental value for her, especially considering that her mother has passed away, and so it has more value to it. It's more precious to her now, because it's one of the only bits of her mum that she has as memorabilia. So, I'm not sure what else to say, but yeah,
that's fine.
It was a really interesting kind of concept that they decided to use precious items as a currency or something of value to offer to this god, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, and I think it makes more sense as like a like not only a cultural thing for them in terms of like the religious aspect of it, but like, you know, when you're dealing with in a market space with multiple different alien species, like in a lot of sci-fi stuff, you know, they definitely have like a universal currency, like whether it's credits or, you know, whatever they call it. There's lots of different names, but the fact that it makes more sense to me that it would be something that supersedes that. You know what I mean? Like that's something that's universal that everyone can kind of acknowledge has the same kind of value, or has that value enough that you would trade it to receive something in return. Kind of thing. Yeah. So I really liked it. I think it was great. And I'm glad you liked it too, Fulya. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Mike, what did you think? How did the like sort of these connecting sentimental items within the story here, how did that work for you?
Yeah, it is unique and very alien, and sort of suits it for the story. And how this sort of religion started off being for the grand god being the sentimental like currency that they have, and it would blend into their normal commerce. But if it's one of those, if you think about it too much, it just falls apart. So don't think about it too much, because otherwise, if you think about it, if you get essentially, you give the leaf to the person for the moped. Now that person doesn't have a moped but has a leaf. Does that currency of the sentimentality still work to give the leaf to someone else to get a bag of groceries?
That's a fair point.
Doesn't really work, but we're not here to like nitpick Doctor Who, because it works. It works for the story that they're telling. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's fine. Essentially, this one is definitely for the kiddies. Like, especially when you're dealing with like a little girl singing to an all-powerful god to keep it at bay. This is where the fairy tale sort of happens within Doctor Who, and you don't think about it too much. Otherwise, it just falls apart, and you sound insane. So it's fine. It's fine. Whimsy is good.
Whimsy is good.
Don't be adult about this stuff.
You've mentioned earlier too, Mike, that the use of music and song in this episode was a bit divisive in the fandom. I personally really liked it. Like, I think, you know, like, I mean, I don't know if it's just the Tolkien fan in me, because like music is part of what brings Middle Earth into existence in the Tolkien world. And it made me think of that in terms of like, here you have this group of people who use music to appease their god, and but it's I mean, part of it is songs sung in desperation, because you have this one dude who's just in this temple singing this song for fucking ever. You know, poor guy can't catch a break. And then you've got this...
Or a breath.
Or a breath. And then you've got this, you know, sweet young girl who has had this destiny forced upon her. And then she has to sing a song. But when it's used throughout the episode, especially at the end, when Mary realizes that she wants to help the Doctor, you know, and then she's like, I'm just going to start singing. And then she just starts singing and everyone joins in. I just thought it was really beautiful. I mean, simple, I guess, yes, in its idea, but I just thought it was really kind of sweet, and like, you know, something good to come out of something bad, you know, the fact that they were worshipping this god who just wanted to devour them all, basically, and wanted to feed on all their memories and stories and things. I don't know, I just thought it was nice. I always like it when, you know, when a lot of sci-fi and fantasy things, they have like, you know, there's always multiple storylines going on at once, especially if you have like a big final boss battle. Like there's always something happening elsewhere, and it kind of even reminded me of Ghostbusters 2, weirdly, at the end when the crowd on the street are singing Old Lang Syne, I'm pretty sure, because it's New Year's Eve, and they're trying to bring positivity back into New York to defeat the, you know, evil Vigo ghost dude. You know, it just gave me all the warm and fuzzies. So I liked the music here. I thought it was, you know, I don't really like religion, really, personally, but when it's used in certain ways in literature and in film and television, especially with music, I think it's just really, really cool. Fulya, did you have any thoughts on the music in the episode and the singing and everything? How did it go for you?
I did sort of pay attention to like the music that was played throughout this particular episode. I actually didn't mind it myself either. I did quite enjoy the music. The singing aspect of it all was, you know, it was pretty. The fact that it's very harmonic as well, but also kind of, in a sense, operatic. Not too much, sort of leaning that way. I really liked the way that, you know, everybody starts to join in at certain points, because it feels natural as well in the way that it flowed. So yeah, like the singing aspect of, and I like that it was a plot point for this particular episode. So it definitely worked. So yeah, I enjoyed the aspect of the singing and the music in this particular episode. It did actually work pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, good. I'm glad. That's good. So, Mike, were you on the side of enjoying this or not enjoying this, or did this just kind of fall into the episode of like, it's an average episode of Doctor Who?
It's sort of an average episode of Doctor Who, and we've had like musical bits before. Considering the Christmas Carol one, especially, previously thinking about it, so it's all to do with the individual, really. If you like that sort of stuff, and I don't mind it, especially when it's what's the word? Diegetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. If someone is actually singing it, I think it works. If it's something like I'm more arky with the sort of needle drop sort of stuff, like Rasputin by Boney M, or even Toxic by
Britney Spears.
By Britney Spears. It's like, yeah, I kind of get it. You want to be poppy and fruity, but I don't. Meh. And yeah, I like the sort of made for particular episode stuff, and it's a sort of elevates the episode. And considering this didn't really have much going for it, I think that sort of elevates to, this is a very unique episode because it has a musical quality to it when it is soothing the savage beast that is the god planet. And we'll get to my feeling. Well, I wouldn't say feelings towards that sort of thing, but it's fine. It's a kid's show. I need to remember
that. All right, well, let's talk about the Doctor and Clara then, because as we stated, this is their first spatial outing together. It kind of felt like a learning of lessons for both of them. You know, the Doctor's still getting to know Clara, and Clara's still getting to know all of this, you know, but she seems to be kind of living without any fear or hesitance. There's no like there's no screaming in terror from her really, or like any kind of hesitancy to do anything. She's really just willing to just go wherever, do whatever, blend in with the aliens. She's not frightened by like Doreen, for example, when Doreen starts barking. Like she's taken aback, I think, a little, but she's not even that put off, to be honest. And then we also have things like, you know, the TARDIS might have something against her for some reason because it refuses to open the door. I don't know if that's just the Doctor having locked the TARDIS door as he does sometimes, or maybe it was the TARDIS itself deciding to not let her in because it doesn't know her yet and doesn't trust her. I don't know. But yeah.
Quick little, maybe a little explanation about that.
Yeah, go on.
The TARDIS doesn't like Captain Jack either.
Oh.
Because he's an anomaly.
He's an anomaly. Yeah, okay.
He's an anomaly.
And Clara might be a little of an anomaly too.
She's impossible.
She's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The TARDIS tends to not like creatures or anything like that are not supposed to be there, sort of thing.
Which, as a time machine, something that exists in a temporal space like that, I think that makes complete sense.
I'm not having that inside me.
Yeah. Don't get me started on the invisible thing above my door.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah. Zootek.
It always comes back to Zootek.
God damn it. God damn it.
God damn it. It's brilliant.
And by the time of this season ends, another inside joke will start.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Spoilers, sweetie.
Ooh? Is River Song
No, it's got
back?
nothing to do with River Song.
Oh, damn it. Okay, you're just saying spoilers, sweetie, because that's the line.
Because it's Doctor Who. Yeah.
Because it's Doctor Who. Yes. But yeah, I thought, like, in terms of the two of them together, like, it was a cool kind of first thing for them to do. Like, kind of, like, lowish stakes, I guess, in terms of, like, compared to the rest of other things we've seen in Doctor Who. Like, you know, but yeah, and just the fact that, you know, the Doctor's telling Clara about how, like, no, this is how I operate. I'm going to save these people now, and I'm not going to abandon them, and here's my sonic screwdriver, which is not a spanner, thank you very much. And yeah, that was pretty funny. And then the whole, like, you know, him using it on the door and then accidentally locking them in the room with the soul-eating monster, that was a bit of fun banter as well. Yeah, but no, I think the two of them work really well together, and I think, like, I don't know if, I mean, the only thing I would say is that maybe Clara is similar to the Doctor in her sense of her eagerness to do something to help, which I think is really nice, and I think it comes from, you know, like we've said, she's a babysitter, she's a governess, like, she has that caregiving nature in her.
Her sense
like,
of wonderment also is similar to the Doctor as well.
Yes, absolutely. Like, she's as soon as she, you know, she sees the rings of Arkhaten before her, she's like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, I don't care that I'm billions of light years from Earth, this is fucking cool. But yeah, like the fact that she, as soon as she runs into Mary and realizes Mary's in trouble, she just does, you know, does whatever she does. I love the fact that she doesn't even question, though, that the Doctor just kind of wandered off on her and just left her.
That annoyed me.
I'm like, what is that about? Like, that was probably the only part of the episode where I felt the writing slipped up a bit. Like, they needed Clara to have this scene with Mary, so they just had the Doctor fucking wander off. And I guess it kind of works because he's a bit aloof and he can
she's
do
fine.
That. And she's fine. It's her first time in outer space. It's totally fine.
Yeah. It's okay to leave her by herself amongst aliens that she's never seen before.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Rick and Morty episode where they put Jerry at Jerry World?
Yep. Incredible stuff.
Trying to get back home and he doesn't know anything, so he goes back.
Yeah.
Something similar.
It's fantastic. And then like the other thing, the doctor here is his typical self. Like he's a bit aloof and a bit funny at the beginning, and then as soon as shit starts to go down, it's right into serious mode. Even with Mary in the room when they're trying to figure out what to do with the old god and waking him up or whatnot and everything that's happening, and then yeah, I just I love those moments where the doctor has to look within himself and kind of just go straight for the sacrifice play, because I think he was willing to die for these people in this episode. Like he went out there and he's like, this thing is big, but I don't know how I'm going to beat it, but by God, I'm going to do something about it. And then we get a fucking epic monologue from him that I'm now going to read out and not attempt to perform in any fashion, because Matt Smith, just wow. I just loved a lot of the dialogue in here, like especially the first couple of lines here. He says, I walked away from the last great time war. I marked the passing of the Time Lords. I saw the birth of the universe, and I watched as time ran out. That is fucking cool. Like a sci-fi time travel line. That's fucking sick. And he says, moment by moment, until nothing remained, no time, no space, just me. I walked in universes where the laws of physics were devised by the mind of a madman, and I watched universes freeze and creations burn. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. I've lost things you will never understand, and I know things. Secrets that must never be told. Knowledge that must never be spoken. Knowledge that will make parasite gods blaze. So come on then, take it all, baby. Have it. You have it all. It's just... I fucking loved it. Highlighted the episode for me. Best scene of the episode, for sure. Yeah, just brilliant stuff. Fulya, what were your thoughts on Clara and the Doctor and their first outing together in space?
Well, like I said, the first thing that he does is look at what you've got here and all that sort of stuff. And then they get to the market and he just walks away.
Yeah.
It's almost like a parent and a child kind of a situation,
Yeah.
The parent sort of is more of a, okay, wait here. I'm going to go over here. But then the kid doesn't and gets distracted by something else and then walks away as well. It's kind of that kind of thing that just happened. But I also it's one of those things where I think that Clara's curiosity also gets the better of her sometimes. And she'll end up in situations that she doesn't expect. And in this particular moments, in the moments where she comes across Mary for the first time, I guess her human instincts just kick in, and she just wants to protect and just wants to save her from whatever threat this child is being threatened by. So that's, an interesting little thing that happens. And then, the fact that when she loses Mary and then ends up coming across the Doctor again, but then a second round of let's have the Doctor walk away again. I'm like, why?
Why are we doing this?
Yeah. So it did kind of get a little annoying when that happened a couple times. They just, I don't know why they couldn't find another way to make the whole Mary thing work with Clara, but I guess it had to work without the Doctor in some capacity, and this was their choice. Look, their dynamic right now is still very fresh. And the Doctor is still trying to figure out why she's in his life. And he can't seem to figure that out for himself. And so this is what we get for now. I'm still not, like I said at the beginning of this segment, I'm not that huge on Clara. I'm not really loving her personality, I guess. Maybe she's a bit too curious about things.
Bit overconfident, maybe?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last episode as well when we started talking about Clara, but yeah, like I don't know, I can't remember if their dynamic gets better for me, but I guess that remains to be seen, and we'll find out later on eventually.
Yeah. No, very true. Very true. Mike, how did the Doctor and Clara go for you this episode?
I kind of like the first outing into another world sort thing with Clara, and you can definitely see that there are sparks, and there's definitely a formula between them both, and her sort of there for the ride and just curious and just new toys everywhere and wants to go for it, and then the Doctor sort of also trying to work out what she is as well. So there's sort of an interior motive and the sort of stalking throughout time. Kind of questionable, but, you know, who hasn't Facebook stalked someone? Who hasn't done that? I haven't, because I don't have Facebook. Yay for me. I kind of like... Early days, I still like the sort of dynamic that they do have, and I'm trying to remember if I still do like it or don't like it. It's kind of good that I'm re-watching these, because I don't know anything, and it's good that I'm re-watching it. I like the fact that at the end, it starts off with, and I'll get to the speech later. It starts off with the Doctor like giving like his memories and everything, as like this huge buffet when it comes to like at this point, first 60 years of a television show have it all, and then the after dinner mint is the leaf that absolutely implodes the creature. I kind of like that sort of dynamic, and to stabilize this sort of kingship that the Doctor and the companion has at this present time. With the speech, when this came out, a lot of people did enjoy the speech, and we haven't had really a Doctor speech in a while. And having said that, it sort of sparked a thing that happened at cons of getting past doctors to read out this speech. It's like, please read out the speech as if your doctor is doing this, and
that's cool.
And I've been trying to see who actually did it, and Paul McGann did it as the 8th Doctor, and Colin Baker did it as the 6th Doctor. Probably my favorite one is Colin Baker, the 6th Doctor, because someone also made their own sort of edit with Colin's Doctor like speaking as well, with the audio from that clip from the con as well. So that's amazing, and you could probably find it somewhere on YouTube or anything like that. And also, you already know, John Hurt plays a version of the Doctor, and they actually got him to do that as well. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so and there's a lot of people who do like other Doctor impressions actually do their own version of like the 10th Doctor and the 4th Doctor, and yeah. So this definitely was like a little boost to the fandom of being more creative than they should be, of what if this particular Doctor had this particular episode. And having said that, this episode does feel like a classic episode for Doctor Who, because it's very simple, very mainstream, and not too hard to film, basically. and yeah, and the outcome of having having the theme of your best treasures are your memories and your keepsakes that yeah, it's sort of like a pro hoarder sort of message, but it's more to do with this particular thing has significance to me and is non-negotiable of getting rid of. Up to a certain time, you would get rid of. And that's the thing of letting go something that sort of is a memory, but also hurts to keep it, and just to save a life. So overall, I did enjoy this episode for just a small section when it comes, and and that speech is good. I do like this speech from good old Matt Smith with the. And it just proves how much of a versatile actor he was back then and still is to this day.
Yeah.
Considering he is not performing to anything. If you think about it. To a green screen. And just the gravitas that he has as well as, the little tear that comes down. It's sort of, yeah. This sort of cements me. It's like, yeah, you're this particular doctor, and I do appreciate your tenure. It took a while, but he got there. And then the rest of the season, as well as the 60th anniversary, and also his swan song at the end, is like, yep, I enjoyed it, and you will be missed. Was that Peter Capaldi? Oh, you're even better. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but I am.
You can't eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat. Anyway.
I am looking forward to Peter Capaldi because he's the only doctor I haven't seen anything of. So in modern Who, best for last.
In my opinion,
Big words.
A lot of people jumped off at a particular scene, and I thought, yeah, I don't blame you, but it did get better from there.
Okay, I look forward to finding out what that is.
It involves electric guitar, a tank, and medieval Europe. Anyway.
Okay, that's a jumble of things.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's just wrap up with thoughts on the ending because we get a little tease at the end of this final scene between the Doctor and Clara. Where like they have this kind of moment of honesty between each other, and Clara tells him straight up like, I saw you at my mother's grave. Why are you following me? What is this about? And I'm really, really glad that the Doctor didn't lie, because we saw a bit of that, in the previous episodes with Amy and Rory when, they had to keep a secret from the Doctor in regards to him dying. And, it's always a bit of a annoying conflict, I think, when, the audience knows a secret's being kept deliberately, even if it is to protect that person. In this case, I'm just really glad that they straight up put it on the table. The Doctor told her, he didn't tell her everything, of course, but he did say, you're curious. There's something up with you, and blah blah blah, and Clara's just immediately like, well, if I'm gonna stay here, I'm here as myself. I am not going to be someone else's ghost, right? And I kind of really respected her putting her foot down and saying that. And then the Doctor seeing and hearing her and going, okay, this is you and this is me and here we are and now we're off. So yeah, and now the mystery will slowly begin to unravel across the season. So yeah, I'm excited. Fully, any final thoughts on this scene or anything else you wanted to touch on in the episode before we finish?
No, I think I'm good. I've mentioned what I really wanted to mention, and yeah, that last little bit of Clara wondering, all of a sudden remembering that he was there at the funeral. First of all, was just like a little out of the blue. Just all of a sudden,
yeah,
hey,
it was.
You were at the
Wait
funeral.
A second.
Hold on a sec.
I remember now.
Yeah. Yeah, that little conversation that they had, obviously sort of letting him know that, hey, don't go, expecting me to be the person that you think I am, because this is me, not that person that you've seen before. So I guess it's kind of like he's met an alternate reality version, maybe? I don't know.
It also kind of makes me feel like maybe it's the writers telling the audience, like, Clara's the new companion now, and we have to, get used to it, regardless of your feeling as to what happened with Amy and Rory. Like, Amy's glasses make another appearance in this episode, so she's definitely not far from your mind. But I imagine at the time it would have been pretty, like, jarring to be like, oh shit. I mean, I know there's obviously a few months between these episodes, Amy and Rory leaving and Clara coming on board, but yeah, that you can kind of read the writing that way, I think, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's good.
Mike, any final thoughts here on this last scene and what it's setting up, or anything else in the episode you wanted to mention?
Just to set up the overarching tension with these characters and where they stand, basically. And yeah, next episode is doozy.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that at the end of this episode, and I was like, okay.
Same.
I'm here for fucking Liam Cunningham and Tobias Menzies. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
And another person as well.
Oh, another person? Did I miss somebody else?
Oh, no. They're in that episode. I don't think they're in the trailer.
Okay, all right. Someone else to look forward to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's someone who's no longer with us, but still.
Oh, I'm going to get sad then. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
But something cool, hopefully, coming. I'm sure. Yes. And claustrophobic, because we all love being trapped in a submarine underneath the ocean. That's a good time. And aliens. Yes. All right. Let's end it there, shall we?
We shall.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Those are our thoughts on Doctor Who Series 7, Episode 8, The Rings of Arkhaten. I hope you guys enjoyed our discussion. It was fun, as always, to unpack some Doctor Who with you guys. But until next time, a 1, a 2, a 3. And that was a podcast called Fred. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky for the latest Fred content.
If you'd like to listen to Fred the Alien, you can find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
If you'd like to watch Fred the Alien, you can head over to youtube.com/Fred the Alien Productions. And if you're watching the VOD right now, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon to be notified of future streams. And for those of you over on Twitch, make sure to give us a follow on your way out, twitch.tv/Fred the Alien Twitch.
Yes, I've been a Kendall Richardson.
I've been a Fulya and
And I've been the man that's eager beaver for One Piece tomorrow. Yeah, where am I going to be? I'll be glued to my television screen watching 8 hours of pure bliss. Maybe. If there's time.
And
you just experienced
a podcast called Fred.
Remember to eat beef.
Remember, Freddy lives, Loki dies, the Doctor is in, and there's no time for Firefly because One Piece, and also Lanterns, and also the Super Mario movie, as well as The Boys, and there's so much to watch. So much.
So many things.
So many things.
But in the meantime, remember to look after yourself and your mental health.
True that.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Laters, gators, and...
Scene.